We do a lot of research here. I'm going to take you around and show you some of our facilities. And then I'm going to introduce you to your new job and all of your responsibilities. Now, it's very specific, but it's very simple. And I know that you're going to be just perfect at it, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lehman.
Now, Kevin, as you can see, we're in a highly restricted area. And you are privileged because you're going to see some things today that very few people have seen. Just our crew and the president, of course. Now, Kevin, this institution has been conducting research on the human behavior for a period of almost 4 decades. Now, each specimen that you're about to see has been raised under the most strictly environmental controls. Let me show you some examples. This is specimen number 026. He thinks that he's a commander of a rebel force in some undeveloped country. And now he's planning some attack on an embassy.
But how did you get him to believe such a thing?
It's a process that we refer to as artificial reality. Now, this consists of holograms, drugs, and also the application of the principles of classical and operant conditioning. Now, it's really not that difficult of a thing because each one of our specimens has been raised from infancy. So that means that each of their specific realities is the only thing they've ever known. It's all a matter of control. Let me introduce you to Narciso. He's one of our more popular specimens. Look at him. He's magnificent. He has perfect physical attributes, and that is his only preoccupation. Now, we use the information from this specimen to explore to what extent the human animal can become self-obsessed.
He doesn't seem to see us.
Of course he doesn't see us. There's an anti-impression system that we developed. It's a psychological device that permits our specimens to see only what we want them to see. Believe me, Kevin, I really don't think you want to see specimen 069. Not on your first day of work, anyway. Now let me show you something more interesting. One of our luxuries. Poor Tommy. The only thing he knows is that song, and he's listened to it over and over again for his entire life. If you can call that a life. Obviously, he doesn't have a sense of space or time. In fact, he doesn't have any sense at all. Poor guy.
Well, you really seem to have everything here, Dr. Lehman, but I'm not sure that I'm qualified to work on
Well,
this project.
certainly not everything, but almost everything. Let's see, we have artists, queens, musicians, aristocrats, losers, teachers, preachers, presidents, slaves, drug dealers, serial killers, avant-garde filmmakers, prostitutes, anal retentives, of which some people say that I'm the worst of them. But believe it or not, Kevin, all of our experiments were failing because of one obvious oversight. But now we've found a solution. And that's where you fit in.
Where exactly do I fit in?
Don't be so anxious, Kevin. I'll show you your work area right now. Now, your area of work, Kevin, is extremely important to the data analysis of all of our research. Come on. Now, Kevin, as you know, all good experiments require a control element for comparative purposes. And this is where we've fallen short. We need that control element, Kevin. We need that person who's been raised outside. And that is you.